The Open Shots podcast is a mature audience's podcast. Listener discretion is advised. What's going on, everybody? You know what that show? That show is coming back to you one more time. It is called, well, you know what the name of the show is. You're listening to us. It's Open Shots. I'm your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
Rick, what's going on?
Coolin'.
Everything's good?
Everything cool, man. Me and you the same boat. We fucking doing this, looking at the Nationals, all that shit.
Yeah, World Series. Doing it live.
We wasn't going to talk about baseball, but we in here now.
Yeah. World Series, man. World Series. Never thought I would ever see that.
Fuck no.
Game,
Ain't been in one since 1933. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
So motherfuckers that's watching it now probably not even alive, because if you watched it in 1933, let's say the first time you can remember, you was born like in 27.
95, 86.
Yeah, so
91.
Yeah.
Something up there.
So somebody might be alive.
Right on. Rick, what are you sipping on?
Fucking you already know. Ninja Turtles, cuz. Come on, yeah.
I'm over here.
Come on, yeah.
Sponsor me, companies. Because I love beers. So
yeah, that's made from St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
It's all good. We good.
Yeah. You know we are. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
if you ain't been listening, you don't get my joke. That's on y'all.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely history here that's being made. Yeah. Went to how was that, young? What were you saying in the car about the so they had to pick up the phone and what now? Or don't pick up the phone and what now?
When I was talking about when I was in high school, me and my brother we was sitting outside from night school and shit.
Just you and your brother? Yeah,
but now I pissed on the phone and shit, the little payphone jam. And I saw first before I seen my man, I seen people picking that joint up, and they kept picking the joint up, and they kept hanging the joint up, and like wiping their hand, like, what the fuck is that? Then I seen my man Chico coming down the jump, and I forgot what the fuck happened, but all of a sudden he picked the joint up. I'm like, Chico, no, don't grab that joint. He like, man, what the fuck? I was like, man, yeah, I pissed on that joint, man. He was mad as shit, yo. Man,
that is definitely not cruddy.
Fuck no.
It's not cruddy.
Nah, fuck no. Man, that shit was cool though.
Yeah. That's way back in the day.
Man, that shit was like 20 years ago. I think that shit was like in 97. Yeah, 97, 22 years ago. Motherfuckers could drink now if they was born that day.
I'm sure
We old, yeah.
Getting older anyway.
We old, dog.
I mean, that's just time. So
fuck no. I keep looking at this goddamn TV though.
I don't feel old.
It's 2-1. We losing. Fuck. We gotta come back.
Yeah, we're gonna come back. We got bats and we got Nats in the World Series, and also the Mystics. Shout out to the Mystics.
Yeah, we said that shit like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
the Redskins need to do something. Everybody doing something but the fuck.
Well, there's championships to be won, and right now we're working on it. You know. So this is that show.
My brother and my man Flea, they at this jump. My father there, they cooling. That's good for them.
They're at the stadium.
You ain't know that?
Nah.
I ain't tell you Flea came down in town. What's it called? My brother and my father went to that jump with Flea.
What?
Yeah, they got the World Series jump.
What?
I don't know where they sitting at, but you know what I'm saying. They at the game right now.
Super sweet.
Fuck yeah! I went to my son game. I said I want to watch my son play. Then go to the World Series. I go hard like that. I ain't never missed a game. That's how I rock. I ain't never missed my.
I missed the one last week just because it was that week last week.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so
where the shots at, dog?
Oh, you wanted?
Yeah, you said take the shot. Let's take a shot. Take a shot for each subject. Let's go.
So you know what your record is against me on the football picks.
Shit,
just to let
I don't believe it.
Just to let everybody know.
We gotta have enough vote because I don't believe it. Ain't no way.
All right, so here's the thing, Rick.
Text that shit to me.
No, you can do that. You are. Hold on. You are 29 for 56. I'm 32 of 56. So I got 3 more dubs.
After 56 games, you've won 32 of them.
Yeah, and you have 29. I'm keeping the same count. Because we don't. All right, so here's the other thing. We don't have that Thursday night game. After the next 2 weeks, because I've noticed that trend. We don't have that.
Wait, what you mean? We pick all the fucking games.
Yeah, but we don't pick the next. We pick the end of the following. So there's this weekend.
Yeah.
The end of next weekend. Yeah. We don't pick that next Thursday game.
Why don't we? It's right here.
No, it's not.
Oh no, I see what you're saying.
So we should throw that on.
Are you counting them, John, or not?
Yeah. That's what I listened to the audio. We're immortal. This is Open Shots. I'm your host, Alex, along here with Rick.
Rick, man.
And we are just, getting back into it. Just trying to make things happen. So, living in the DMV, it's kind of hard not to escape the fact that Donald Trump.
Trump.
Man, so many things happened this past week.
Trump,
So,
I just saw it again, but go ahead.
So, the Astros in?
Yeah.
Astros are up by 2.
It's all good. Go on. You keep on. Don't edit that. We good.
So, obviously, it's always a great week in the DMV for Donald Trump news.
I know, but when they gonna get him, yeah? When they gonna get him, dog?
When they gonna get him. So, John Bolton, supposedly writing a book, and he's also...
Wasn't he the, he's the head of something, wasn't he?
He was formally appointed by Donald Trump.
National Security, right?
National Security.
He worked for the second Bush, right?
Yeah, and he actually He told. So we're getting.
What if he's the whistleblower, though? Yeah,
we're gonna break you down just in general how we're trying to get to the topics, which is gonna be Donald Trump. Of course, it's too easy. Donald Trump, which leads to like taxes and his appeals, and leads to what's going on in Syria and Turkey and Russia and all that shit. And then we're gonna get into the NFL Roundup. We're gonna chop it up, talk about some sports, and then we're gonna hopefully get into the NBA.
Yeah, so with that NBA,
but in the meantime,
I'm glad the NBA's back.
Yeah, NBA's back.
So what's with real boys?
Tip off week. Yeah, I called it way early last time. I was like, tip off week this week. He was like, yeah, tip off week. Like, yeah,
man, Tuesday
came.
But
you were like, it's way too early in the season to be like, no. The first
game. Home like, Alex lunching, Tuesday, this shit don't start.
It was this past week. Yeah, I was way early. That's just me. It's like super anticipative. Like I just wanted to drive around and throw basketballs at pumpkins.
I'm geek for basketball. I miss basketball.
I actually got people to come with me.
Cause even though the fucking Wizards ain't doing shit, the Redskins ain't doing shit. I gotta watch something. Like, what the fuck? Like, Redskins ain't doing too good.
Redskins are pretty bad, huh?
They playing like trash. They trash as shit. I told you I'm a real Redskins fan. I don't sugarcoat shit. They playing like some shit. They need to throw Haskins in. We need to know if he's fucking good or not. We got 8 games to see if he's good. If he ain't good, there's plenty of quarterbacks next year. And from what I've seen, we get into it more. But from what I've seen, he ain't looking sweet, dog. I don't want to hear that he ain't have a week of practice and shit like that. Because there's a whole rack of other fucking quarterbacks that ain't had no week of practice. And they just get thrown into the game. And they ain't look that fucking bad.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right, so just saying, from the great state of Maryland, I would like to say rest in peace to Elijah Cummings.
Yeah,
a great representative from my great state, which I love my great state, and I have to pay homage to him and everything that he has done for the entire state.
Service was today.
So yeah, it was on like a couple different news networks.
I don't know. I just know it was today.
Yeah,
I be in and out of people's houses.
Yeah. So
everybody was watching that shit.
So, rest in peace to Elijah Cummings, and in his tradition, we are going to continue with GOP leaders stormed a what was it? A national security.
Yeah, that shit was gay, dog. You know what? They such hypocrites. Because when I remember, they doing some whack shit like what's going on with the impeachment inquiry. It's not the fucking up to Congress to get evidence and shit like that. I mean, they get evidence, but it's basically like a grand jury. They basically getting grand jury testimony, right? So do people go to grand juries and see what the fuck is going on against them?
No. So it's a grand jury. It's supposed to be closed secret.
Matter of fact,
it's literally supposed to be so closed secret because you have a grand jury of your peers and nobody needs to know who people are.
And they did the same shit when they controlled the House during Benghazi. They had all these fucking whatever the Democrats are doing right now. They did the same shit when they had to control the House.
They want to know.
And the Democrats just be like, we just gonna go in there in a secure area and like fuck your shit up and buy like 88 boxes of Domino's pizza because we ain't going nowhere for fucking 5 hours. That's just corny and it's whack. You know what they doing that shit for? Because they know fucking evidence is just mounting and mounting and mounting, and they doing Donald Trump's fucking bullshit walk.
They're applying for him because they know he can still win.
Yeah, they need the votes.
They know he can still win.
Look, dog.
The more he stay elected, the more people that support him stay elected.
Right.
He figured that one out. I mean, that's
easy.
Politics 101. So
it's easy for him because at the end of the day, a lot of them motherfuckers, they live in like red. I hate to say this shit, and I really do, but they live in towns where they rednecks and they believe in certain shit that Donald Trump say, and even if those congressmen or those senators don't believe that shit, they have to act like they believe that shit because at the end of the day, they're just trying to get reelected. Right. What the fuck happened?
Which is a career,
and that's where politics is nowadays. So I applaud the fucking Republicans back in the Richard Nixon era, where it wasn't about getting reelected; it was about country first. You see what I'm saying? So for like me, that's how I am. If a Democrat is wrong, he wrong. Like the motherfucker from Virginia, come on, man, you got blackface, man. Should have stepped down.
Oh, you're talking about the doctor?
The governor.
The governor. Who was that?
Of Virginia,
yeah.
Who was just reelected. Because I'm pretty sure if that was a Republican governor, we'd have been like, "Young, what the fuck? You gotta do something. You gotta do something."
So you're saying stay in the line?
Yeah. Do it both ways. You see what I'm saying? But people play party lines too, okay? But this shit is different. This is like, he's abusing power. Like Lindsey Graham, suck my dick, okay? Everything. Yeah. Have you ever heard what the fuck he was saying during the Clinton impeachment?
No, but
they show every time they hear him talk. I don't know if you watch CNN, but when they fucking say like Lindsey Graham, what he just says like in 2019, and they were like, "Okay, buddy, listen hear what you said 20 years ago." It's like, where the fuck did that guy go? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mute, fellas, mute. But you know what I'm saying, right? Have you heard that shit?
Yeah, was it the doctor from Virginia? Yes, he's a doctor and he was the governor. Yes, he's a doctor and the governor.
I'm talking about Lindsey Graham, dog.
Oh,
the shit that
the
hypocrite shit he be doing about impeachment.
But you made a great point about.
Like he said about what he said in like in 96 or 98. Like the president should be impeached because he doesn't fucking say, I can't quote him for real, but basically like if you're not presidential enough, you shouldn't be a president. I can't remember word for word he was saying.
Like holding the oath of office or like the
such
show
a high
of office.
Yeah. Just because he fucking cheated on
diplomatic
his wife.
talk.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah. Okay, this motherfucker is doing fucking rack of bullshit, and they have the nerve
to it for his base.
Come on,
he's a career politician, and I mean, I guess you got to say. All right, so here's one of my goodness, I forgot to get the citation on this one. It may have been Bloomberg, USA News, and New York Times, Politico. It may have been a couple different sources, but this is quote to them. Their intrusion, which caused the testimony to be delayed for about 5 hours over security concerns, came a day after the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine testified under oath that the White House had threatened to withhold military aid unless the Ukrainian government announced investigation for Trump's political benefit.
Right.
This is according to a news source, which I'm sorry I did not write.
And then that's not abuse of power, right? And the way they spin it is because he was trying to investigate corruption. That's some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Because his kids benefit every fucking day that he's president. Didn't his daughter just get like fucking 11 copyrights in China while they were fucking talking to China?
How do you get copyrights?
And they got the nerve to talk about Biden. That's some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, how do you get copyrights in China?
And I don't know why people don't bring that up when they bring that up.
That's a good question. How do you do that?
I don't know. And nobody ever says shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing. And then that's that bullshit. I wish I was on CNN because if the motherfucker would have said that shit, I'd have said like, cuz, what the fuck? Like, how come you don't say that shit? I don't know if they say that shit on TV or not, but I don't know. Yeah. That shit crazy.
That's definitely a good question.
That is, man. What the
How
fuck?
do you get that many patents in China?
Right, and we got a trade war going on.
How many? Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is going
trade
on?
War, like
what is
Ralph
going on?
Lauren can't get that deal made. Like Tommy Hilfiger, like so many American designers.
And then he was trying to have the little G something
trying to negotiate
next year at his golf club that's failing, And the only reason why he
That's
rescinded that junk is he was getting a lot of pushback from Republicans. If Republicans would have been like, yeah, you could do it, he'd have still would have did that shit. Come on, man.
Because Republicans were
and then the way he talked about the Constitution, he'd be like the phony Constitution shit like that. Who talks like that? And I thought Republicans were supposed to be hardline nosed constitutionists, right?
Super conservative,
Trump, they turned
supposed to be.
It's what I always say. They don't give a fuck. All they want to do is kill fucking gay marriage, kill abortions, get conservative judges, and get a 63 ruling in the Supreme Court. That's why they let them do everything. Because that old lady, she about to go. She like 93. I shouldn't say that shit. Knock on wood. We need her to be alive as long as until we can keep that 5-4. Because
you know, I have to go meet that lady now. Be like, hey,
I honestly believe that. I haven't read that.
Just kidding.
And I haven't seen, but I honestly believe that's the main reason why they do that shit, because they want to control certain shit of America.
Well, I mean, that's how it kind of always is.
Yeah, but they're filling in a lot of conservative judges, dog. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of federal judges, not state. They're filling in a lot of federal judges. They passing it. Like trying to say they're trying to control the courts. You control the courts, you control the people. Because if you don't like it, you could appeal it. Who you gonna appeal it to? You're gonna appeal it to a motherfucker like Mitch McConnell. You're gonna lose.
Speaking of appeals, Donald Trump is back in appeals court for his tax records, and so I think they we talked about this last time, which is now your court records have to come out, because for the years that they're asking for the tax records,
right,
it's actually a court asking for the tax record, not just a political type of thing. We're asking for tax records. It's literally like the court wants to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so we discussed it earlier, which was they're asking for his records as Mr. Trump, not as President Trump.
That's what I'm saying. They could look at that.
Exactly.
Until he becomes president.
And he's still trying to duck and hide behind those records, which at this point, it should be mute. Yeah. Unless you want to keep building a false persona. Man. But they're not going to get that.
I don't know what.
So another thing you said was
But you keep bringing up the tax, but I really think that people, you know who cares about the taxes? Us. The 63 million people that voted for him, they don't give a fuck.
Well, if you get Al Capone got locked up off IRS tax.
Yeah, but
here's just one thing, random thing I just want to bring up real quick. Fiona Hill, former NSA official, testified before the committee last week that she saw wrongdoing in the American foreign policy and tried to report it to officials, including the National Security Council's attorney, according to multiple sources. Quote, she saw wrongdoing related to the Ukraine policy and reported it, end quote, one source said. The same source told CNN that Hill testified that Bolton referred to Giuliani, Trump's personal attorney, as, quote, a hand grenade who was going to blow everybody up, end quote.
Yeah. I mean,
at least Bolt was smart enough to step away from that.
I wonder, was he still in
No, he got fired. Remember,
but when he got fired, was he still working there on that July 25th call?
Okay, so
is that the reason why could that be the reason why he stepped down? I'm just trying to play detective right now, right? Because he could be the whistleblower. If he was there around that time, I'm thinking I could be thinking too deep into this. If he
Bolton was not on the July 20. This is again going back to my sources, which is could be Politico, Newsweek, USA Today. I'm sorry, I forgot to quote you today. I was just copying and pasting. Sorry, because you don't make your shit printable. Make your shit printable, like Washington Post. Have the print button. Yeah,
so
print,
he wasn't there.
And it formats it. So I'm sorry, and all shots to everybody. It's open shots. Open shots. Hit us up
anyway.
OpenShotsDMV@gmail.com. My name's Alex. I'm
Rick.
Yeah, you know what it is.
So he wasn't there?
So Bolton, this is going back to the news source. Bolton was not on the July 25 phone call between Trump and Zelensky that is at the core of the impeachment probe.
Was he part
According to a detailed readout of that call, which Trump has defended as perfect, quote perfect, Trump repeatedly pressured the new Ukrainian leader to investigate Joe Biden. Those are White House transcripts. White House transcripts.
That's crazy.
That guy. Okay, so Bolton's firing came at almost exactly the same time that the Trump administration agreed to unfreeze some $400 million in military aid to Ukraine. Money that Taylor, another NSC person that was testifying, came to believe was being held up to preserve Kiev into pursuing Trump's desired investigations. Conspiracy much? Conspiracy much? I mean, because this is testimony from two different National Security Council advisors. So and John Bolton...
He's not the whistleblower.
And then also John Bolton is telling his, his Security Council advisors to go and talk to their lawyers after meetings with Donald Trump. They're like, just go talk to your lawyer and tell him what happened.
So he knew shit was fucked up.
That's why he left.
Yeah.
And then he got fired. What was it? The day after? Whatever.
I thought he resigned.
No, Bolton's firing.
He fired him.
Bolton's firing came almost exactly the same time that the Trump administration agreed to unfreeze some $400 million in military aid. So at that point, I believe Mr. Bolton, maybe whistleblower number one. It's a good theory. It's floating around.
Good possibility.
It's a good theory floating around.
Oh, he could be the second source because because the first whistleblower didn't have first-hand knowledge.
I'm losing track because now it's like, how many different investigations do we have open?
Yeah, no, but you might be right, though, because the first whistleblower didn't have first-hand knowledge, but he talked to somebody who did. It could be Bolton, and if it's him, we gonna get him.
Well, he's not gonna lie under perjury.
No,
he's not gonna lie under perjury charges.
Hey, you think he could be the first whistleblower? Because he didn't have first-hand knowledge.
I think he's a guy who's writing a book right now, and he
wouldn't be the whistleblower then.
Yeah, he's writing his own book.
It's wishful thinking.
But he's writing his own book.
Damn.
I
don't get this motherfucker.
So I just wanted to get one more thing, and we're gonna get to sports. I promise you, people, because I know that you're like, why are you talking about like yours?
No, we good, yeah.
Yeah. So
we expanding our minds.
So this is going to. This is actually a pretty cool email that I get every day. 10 things you need to know today. And so I don't know if this is today's or yesterday's. I think it's today's. But number 5. And it's 10 things you need to know today. Just like you can Google it. I'm sponsoring y'all because it's like cool. I think. But I'm a nerd. Anyway, so number 5. Barr's review of Russia inquiry becomes a criminal investigation. That's when I'm like, yeah. You know, like it goes from political to criminal. So it's like somebody getting locked up. Yeah. Because the feds are going after an investigation. All right, so I'm going to read it to you. And this is from 10 Things You Need to Know Today from the New York Times, Reuters. Attorney General William Barr's administrative review of the origins of the Russia election medley inquiry has developed into a criminal investigation, the New York Times reported Thursday, citing 2 people familiar with the matter. The change will give the prosecutor in charge of the review, John Durham, the authority to subpoena witnesses and documents. He also will be able to convene a grand jury and file criminal charges, the Times reported. Democrats and some former law enforcement officials have accused Barr of using the Justice Department to benefit President Trump politically. Yep. The Attorney General's reliance on Durham, a respected veteran prosecutor, could insulate Barr against those allegations. Again, the New York Times through Reuters, and my link is...
but they not gonna happen to Barr, man. He's the top fucking district, he's the top attorney in America.
He sucks Donald Trump's dick.
Yeah, ain't nothing what the fuck. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him. Like, what you gonna do? Who?
You have an independent counselor.
How you gonna get that?
They already have it. That's what the whole council is with Barr, is that they have a criminal investigation underway.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it is. The Barr's review of Russia inquiry becomes a criminal investigation. I just read it to you.
Yeah, but it sounds so serious now.
Well, it's a criminal investigation. So, at this point, I mean, if you're in Donald Trump's camp still, this is actually conspiracy, like...
Yeah, I mean, they doing everything to
in
protect.
Court.
You know what? I don't know. I think that Donald Trump has sent, waves down to whoever worked for him that we're going to push it as far as we can go. Because we've never had a president like this. and nobody's ever tested the Constitution like this. I think he's pushing everything.
How has he tested the Constitution?
But everything.
But how has he tested the Constitution? I don't understand that one.
I don't know about the Constitution. Maybe I'm wording it wrong.
He's not trying to change laws.
No, but he's fucking trying to.
He's trying to skirt the law. He's trying to skirt the law, but he's not trying to change
powers
laws
that we've never seen before. I mean, maybe because he's the first fucking president not to use Twitter, but to say certain shit. He's intimidating witnesses because technically shit he's saying that if we was going through trial and we was saying shit like
that, the judge would be like,
we'd be like, what the fuck is you doing?
The judge would like find you in
the shit he be saying about people as a president or as a, you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Having having the attorney general be not even, it's supposed to be three different branches of government, right? Executive, judicial, and legislative. I can't pronounce
legislative.
Whatever. But you know what I mean, right? So judicial, which is the attorney general, should be separate from executive.
Absolutely.
But he thinks Barr is his own personal attorney. So they on the hip.
Giuliani.
He's appointed.
Actual Donald Trump.
But even Obama had his attorney general, he was on his hip too. But Obama and Democrats, period, wouldn't do shit like this because we just better than Republicans. But I'm speaking off topic. Anyway, I'm just saying, go back in time. You've never seen a Democratic president do crazy shit like this in our lifetime. And now people are going to be like, well, Democrats, y'all didn't used to be like that. And because Republicans are going to be like, we ended slavery, shit like that. But the roles are reversed now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
If you're going to, you can't be hard and fast on that in history. Because at some point, history comes 60s, back to you and looks at like, how are you 60s, living now? What's white and wrong now? In the 60s,
shit changed. Yeah. You understand? See what I'm saying? Like a lot of Democrats, that is true. When Lyndon Johnson did all that civil rights shit, that's when they all started jumping to Republicans. They was like, nah, what you mean you want the civil rights shit? They was happy when they was fucking free. Now you want to give them rights and shit? No, look at it. Remember the South used to be deep Democrat. Then after the civil rights movement and Richard Nixon came and started preaching that fucking law and order shit started changing. Now everything was the South turned into Republicans and the coast turned into Democrats.
I don't know that I'm definitely not an expert on Richard Nixon or his.
I'm not, but they got.
I would imagine
they got documentaries and shit on shit like this.
But I think
how shit change between blue and red.
Yeah, no, so just a
you
random.
Ever seen 13th Amendment? It's on Netflix. Watch it. It's gonna wake you up.
All right. So my only thought on that is that the rhetoric coming from the White House probably appealed to more Nixon-type voters, especially
Republicans in general.
Young people.
Because they felt like
we don't voted for Nixon, man.
They felt like we don't have to be.
Young people voted for Nixon. And they voted for him again.
Young people voted for Trump.
But young people voted.
But those certain type people, he was speaking
because those young type people got through college.
No, let me tell you what they do.
That's why I
tell Los this all the time.
And I don't
they know how to send. They know how to send dog whistles, and they're real secretive about that shit. Listen to what they be saying, right?
No, I was talking about the change in the difference between the blue and the red in the South was that Nixon probably appealed more to like uppity city folk because in terms of voters.
He was scaring you,
and they got through college.
And order. He made you think like be tough on
crime.
Fine.
So
lock them up.
So those who were abiding got through. They skated through. They did their shit, and then they graduated college, and then now they got the job with the fucking government. That's why they voted for him the second time. I would imagine. I'm not sure that. And that's why you lose.
Because I wasn't allowed then.
Well, yeah, neither was I. And that's why you probably lose a lot of the voters in between the states because your demographic is now like these guys are listening to me. Who are those cow dingers over there with horse rattle or whatever the fuck? And you're in Texas. You know, like you gonna say some shit like that. You know,
it's weird because I actually saw this shit on TV a couple years ago. Even in red states,
I appreciate the voices, by the way.
Even in red states, most Democrats, say like in Alabama or Mississippi, and it's crazy. And when they said this stat to me, I wasn't surprised, but it's like it makes sense. Deep red states, the most Democratic areas are in college areas.
Yes,
Because you know why?
Young voters, liberal, education.
People see all different types of life every day.
Yes.
So they don't have that fucking mind like
locked up and this is
shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that fucking makes sense. Because if you go to college, you see all different types of people, and it opens your eyes up to different shit that's going on in the world.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You're not in that fucking bubble in Texarkana. Because I'm pretty sure if you go to Texarkana Community College, you racist as fuck. Because you ain't never seen fucking Julio before. You understand what I'm saying? And they'll never be smarter than me. Nobody from Texarkana. You don't know if you're from Texas or Arkansas.
But there probably is a Julio at Texarkana Community College. So let's...
I pray
shout out to you.
Be cool and let them know that you live here and you was born here.
Man, if you play sports, take it to the max.
You was born in Oklahoma. Your father just moved you to Texarkana and smack them every day you wake up. Never want to live in Texarkana.
Yeah, well, there was a...
Or any place in Arkansas. You know that's the Klan headquarters, right?
Thought it used to be Louisiana.
It's Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
Fuck Arkansas.
The Razorbacks. Home of the Razorbacks. That makes sense because they chase Razorbacks.
They stupid.
They chase
That's
Roundup.
a different topic. But people like that, they dumb. And it's just, I don't know. I shouldn't say shit like that. But, that's just how I feel. Ain't changing it.
Well, would you rather chase a Razorback or a Gator?
Gator's good to eat. I ain't never had a Razorback.
Oh, it's like boar.
Yeah, I don't even have no wild pig, but you didn't have no gator?
I have not.
Gator good. You got trash.
Gator's good?
Gator's like that.
It's like that?
It's like that.
I said it's
Gator.
like that.
Gator.
All right, so Rick, tell me what is going on with this whole situation between Turkey and Syria and the Kurds, and apparently the Russians are chopping up land with Syria.
But they've been doing that with they fucking president because they've been having a civil war in Syria. I'm not too much into it, but I know that they've been backing the president of Syria, Assad, right? And then we fucking been helping the Kurds because they've been helping us fight ISIS in Syria. But now we fucking left them. And what the fuck? And we've been helping the Kurds for fucking. You know what? We abandoned them last time during the first Iraq war because they actually been our friend. Because Saddam back in the day wanted to fucking kill Kurds. If I'm not mistaken,
he wanted a genocide. He wanted to get rid of them.
Right.
Because it was like I kind of feel like now that you reference the Saddam reference is that it was people that were there. And there were lots of them.
We left them.
But they had
Iraq war.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the Middle East right now.
That is the Middle East.
Right. But not the US in the Middle East. I'm talking about the Middle East in general.
Yeah.
Because before Saddam wanted to he wanted to exterminate a lot of different people.
But he would have kept Iran in check.
But he wanted to kill these people. And now Turkey wants to kill these people. And now the Syrians want to kill these people. I'm looking at it.
Turkey's part of the.
I'm looking at this completely in terms of your geosphere, where you're actually located, and the history of these people. There's like 40 million Kurds in this little. If you look at the sections, it's broken off into like kind of a snake on the top of the strip of Syria.
Yeah,
and it's like. There's a couple safe zones, 15, 20 miles, and then there's a couple way bad zones,
strategically
30 to 45
that's bad
miles.
for America.
But so I'll take you to a quote once again. I'm terrible. Oh no, this is actually from NPR. Haha, this is from NPR.
Yeah, but strategically,
so this is a interview between Shapiro and Wahab about the history of the Kurds and the U.S. relations. And this is pretty much what it came down to for the guest, which is Wahab. They only ask that the U.S. military sticks around because that flag is powerful enough to deter a Turkish invasion.
Right.
And Mr. Trump's decision was to remove that American flag and failing at protecting the Kurdish friends and deterring the Turkish invading army. And that's what happened. Because U.S. troops moved out of that area that they fought along with against ISIS. And ISIS soldiers are getting out. So let's get away from politics and all that and just look at military strategy.
That's dumb.
As our commander-in-chief, why would you leave that area?
Because
Is it because Putin?
Putin?
I mean, we don't say
Putin. I
Putin.
can say.
Is that it?
Putin.
Or is he stupid?
He's influenced by people who are powerful like him. The Turkey president is powerful.
So he thinks he's that powerful?
No, but that's who he wants to be like.
But it's not. Oh, so
people that are in NATO.
Is his escape plan to go to Russia?
No,
he just get reelected.
He just wants to be. I don't know what he wants to be like. He wants to be like them. But people that are part of NATO, like Germany, France, he always had.
Turkey
is part of NATO, right?
They're also part of.
And one thing I should say,
they're also part of
but
another one.
other people are part of NATO.
Which is an oil
need to
supply,
fucking say something to fucking Turkey too. That's why we just can't invade Turkey.
Turkey's a lot of land. Turkey's a lot of land. Turkey is a lot of land.
But people that have democratic societies, nations, Donald Trump he shits on fucking Germany and France and Canada and shit like that. But let fucking Russia or fucking North Korea,
Turkey,
Syria, or fucking China. He don't really say bad shit about them, but he just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dog? We America.
What's your alliance? Is your alliance greed and power, or is it the American people?
What is it? What is it?
Like, I know about
like that dumbass shit that he wanted fucking military trucks rolling down Constitution Avenue. That's fucking stupid.
Only stupid people.
One, this is America. We're home of the free. We don't need to show. We don't need to see that shit.
How's that gonna make children feel happy?
It's not.
Babies and like tanks and like nah.
But he man, you know, at the end of the day, man.
Donald Trump does not like babies.
2020, we just need to go out and vote. I mean, we can say all this shit, impeachment. He still ain't gonna get convicted in the fucking Senate.
Yeah. So, talking about that whole Syria Turkey thing, we sipping on, Rick.
You already know the motherfucking Ninja Turtle's about to get a motherfucking firebomb. I don't drink this motherfucking crazy white boy shit, but you do. I should say that shit. Should say it. I'm politically correct.
Well, enjoy and be easy.
Nah, I had this shit last time. Fucking cinnamon shit, man. This shit fucking sweet, but it make my fucking lips stick together, man.
That's all, sir. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Well.
What were you saying?
So
this supposed to be the Kurds shit, but y'all can't see this shit. But
yeah,
we giving that shit up, man. And look.
Well, so why would where are the this is just, I guess we can leave
strategically we should still be there. One, because it's stopping ISIS, and every American should feel safe.
Stopping ISIS with the help of the Kurds.
But this what I
with the help of the Kurds,
right? And they were doing most of the fighting. We were just like do this.
Yeah.
But in a way, I understand a little bit. Not that I agree with, but I understand why he did pull out, which is stupid.
First time.
I don't know why
he pulled out in 20 years.
And he probably only did it because he's like, okay, we're here. Where the fuck is Germany? Where the fuck is France? Where's England? How come they don't have troops there? Why the fuck are we here? We're fucking across the fucking river or the pond, whatever you want to call it.
Or an ocean.
Why the fuck? Okay, that too. But as America, right? I understand where he's coming from, but we're America.
Yes.
We number one. Y'all don't want to do it. That's cool. We gonna do it because you know why? We got army bases all over this fucking globe. And the reason why we got army bases all over this fucking globe is we do shit like this because y'all don't want to do it. And that make me feel safe at night. You see what I'm saying?
But losing this and the possibility of a genocide.
That I'm more worried about.
You think that foreign policy advisors were not hearing this plan and saying we can't do it. We can't do this.
They don't want to do it.
No, not don't do it. We can't do this.
Yes, but he don't care. I think he's really influenced, like we just said,
by
Russia.
Boys.
We shouldn't say Russia because everybody Russia. But where would he get this bug?
Who's he trying to compete against?
Because he meets with these
What's his competition?
And look, he meets with these leaders.
Is Putin.
And we don't know what they talk about. Remember, he met with Putin last summer. Not the one that just passed in 18, without a translator. Or maybe it was the translator, but we don't know what the fuck was said. Remember when in Helsinki, and he was like, well, I believe him. He didn't do our elections because he told me, I believe him. Remember that? At that time, they had nobody. They ain't have an American translator to be like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't know if that's when they was doing whatever the fuck they was doing. But he's had fucking people in the White House from fucking Russia who U.S. intelligence be like, dog, you know they job like spies, right? And he let them in the fucking White House. Why he do shit like that?
Yeah. I don't know. That's the president that he...
So So I'm not saying that he's a Russian spy, but I'm just saying
part of America.
I'm just saying that he might is Putin influencing him a little bit by the way he like, fuck them or whatever the fuck how his mind be thinking? Because his whole plan is he wants to destroy NATO, Russia.
Putin. Oh yeah, absolutely.
He wants to destroy it. And he looked, and
because that way he could, it's way easier.
And he hears fucking Trump say this shit.
Essentially, he's trying to union bust.
He's basically
Putin is trying to union bust.
Yeah, he's basically a spy.
No,
right?
Putin is trying to union bust.
He used to work for the equivalency of what our CIA is, right? The KGB.
Yeah,
and he sees Trump as
probably worse.
Yeah, but he's like, this guy's
Russia. You kill him.
I don't even have to
trying to go for democracy.
He's like, I don't even got to play like I'm nice. I'm just gonna be me, and he's gonna love me. And what the fuck? Like, it's fucking retarded. I can't believe he won. But we need to go out and vote. But also, Democrats got to put up the right candidate.
What's that? Oh, so wait, you brought it up. I didn't even have this one on the topic schedule menu.
Right.
But
I'm just saying,
they're looking like Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren, yes. But the only thing about
Kamala Harris,
she's fading. That's what I wanted. But
that's what I wanted too, man.
She's fading.
I just want to see her crack. I want her to hang out with Elizabeth Warren like every day. Like this is just the swag. Let the swag kind of rub off.
Should be a good attorney general. Harris.
Oh yeah. Well, we still got to look at some cases in California. We talk about that way earlier.
But on one of the first debates, Joe Biden had a point. When you do better care for all, you're eliminating Affordable Care Act. And you're kicking people off their health insurance that they have now. Yeah. Now, when people hear that shit, that's why I'm a little afraid when they be saying that shit.
Right. Because free Medicare and...
Yeah, but you're going to have to lose. You're going to have to lose your insurance.
Something has to bargain. Right. But see, then, all right, how are countries in Europe able to figure out free healthcare, but we can't? And they have better GDP.
Yeah, but who's paying for the... Look,
because we have more people. Is that like the basic argument for why we can't afford it? Like Europe can?
Is very hard to do, right?
But they do it well.
And what I think you should do is that you should expand and make the Affordable Care Act better. And you have to remember, this shit was fucking 9 years ago. I don't know how. That's what the fuck Congress is supposed to do, and fucking the people who work in DC is supposed to do. Jeez.
And we're just coming up with the idea right now, and they're like,
I mean, all they gotta do is find a way to make it better. I mean, now a lot of Republican governors made it harder in their states for it to even work, right? And that's a fact that they did shit like that so they could be. And I think the reason why I think they did that shit because one, they didn't think of some shit like this because the Affordable Care Act is basically what fucking it's a Republican. Well, Mitt Romney, whatever the fuck, tried to do in Massachusetts. It's basically what the fuck they came up with. Okay. Right? And it was the reason why Obama picked that plan is because he figured that, Republicans would be come along with it. Like, that's y'all plan. So let's come together. Remember when he first became president, he used to have Republican senators, Democrat senators, all in the joint, like, let's get this shit right. Him and whatever fuck, Joe Biner, they used to fucking meet and smoke jacks together behind the White House and shit like that. That's when. And they had
but Obama had the first two. I mean, I don't know.
Right, man. And I really think I feel like Republicans are so mad that they didn't come up with that shit.
But I mean, and
it passed when it passed. They didn't try to do.
But I have to go back to Obama at that point because when he first got elected, he had the House and the fucking Senate. At that point, I'd just be banging through bills. I mean, you're already a constitutional lawyer.
They were passing bills. The Obamacare.
No, they weren't. He wasn't. He didn't.
Obamacare got passed in the Senate.
Obama's first 2 years, he didn't throw really any bills out there to get passed
because he was trying to do healthcare.
He should have.
That's what he ran on.
But why? That's great. But you got the House and the Senate. I feel like
that's like Trump saying we're gonna build that wall. Obama passed what he was trying to pass. What he ran on in 2008.
But you still
that was the major thing he wanted to do.
I feel like Obama could have done a lot more with that team.
What are you talking about? He did a lot. He was coming out of a recession. What you want him to do?
Push bills.
They lost the House in fucking 2010.
But they just got it back and a new president.
It's up to the Senate Congress,
new
makes
president,
laws.
new House, new Senate, all Democrat.
No. Yeah.
His first year.
And he was trying to push health care.
Yes, which is great. Pass health care. Everything else, we already fucking won.
But he wanted to do it right. He wasn't like when we were,
I know, yes,
he
I
wanted
agree.
To do
yes,
it right.
I agree. I totally agree.
We'd got mad
Obama,
if he did it like how the Republicans did it. We'd have been mad as shit.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree. We had yes.
He wanted to do it right.
He did it way right.
He had to be clean as the whistle because he was the first black president.
For real.
Let's keep it real.
Bam's getting mad at him like dancing at the Kennedy Center. It's like he's at the Kennedy Center. Like
what the fuck?
You'd be like, Obama's dancing at the Kennedy Center. Like, what
Trump
the fuck?
had 3 baby mamas and 5 children.
And he cheated on his wife how many times?
All of them.
All
every single
time.
time.
On every wife.
You see what I'm saying? Look. And a presidential record. Y'all can look this shit up. It's either 74 or 76 consecutive months of job growth under his presidency.
Yeah.
A presidential record.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He brought unemployment down. We spoke about this last time. Okay?
Talking about Obama.
Yeah. So
what's unemployment rate right now?
You know, I don't know what it is right now, but when he left, it was 6%. So even if Trump wants to say fucking 3%, he brought it down 3%. When Obama took office, if I'm wrong, it was either 12 or 16.
Yeah, it was
Do the math.
It was plus 10.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's plus 10.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only thing he did fuck up was when he pulled troops out of Iraq, ISIS formed and shit like that. Okay. I'm not saying he's
some point you gotta leave, man. I mean,
I understand that.
You inherited that war. Look, he got.
We're not fighting. It's not like people look. Now the Republicans are in office, and the ones who back Trump, they be like, "Well, we left Vietnam at one time. When we fought Vietnam, we were fighting a country, a communist country. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're fighting. No, listen to what I'm saying before you start rolling your eyes. Right now, we're fucking. My bad. Right now, we're fighting a terrorist organization that has no country, that has no flag. So we don't know who the fuck we're fighting. But so how long you think that war's gonna last?
How does your argument work when communism is an idea?
Yeah, but they run the country. Terrorists don't run their country. They hide in fucking villages where people protect them, like drug lords.
Like Vietnam.
No, Vietnam took over the country. Said fuck y'all. Yeah, there was North Vietnam, there was South Vietnam. As soon as America left, we took over South Vietnam. And now we're a communist country. Same thing with North Korea. Well, none of that. They split. Cause we
lost that war.
What, North Korea?
The Korean War.
No, because we still cool with South Korea.
No, but we didn't win that. We were supposed to like go in and take over.
A little bit.
Charge in,
Vietnam,
and now we've got to stay
Vietnam
on. How many years has it been? And we still don't let Cuba
what I'm saying,
into our trade policy. We still don't live.
Basically,
Cuba.
what I'm saying is,
right there, Cuba.
It's harder to fight.
How many Cubans you met that you're like,
it's not a country. It's harder to fight. It's harder to fight someone who doesn't have a fucking uniform like we do.
It's harder to fight an idea, isn't it?
It is hard.
Because like communism.
No, because they have their army. If you invade China, if you invade China,
eventually when you get there,
when you invade China, do they have a military?
Eventually,
you have your military bases.
Yes, right.
You have all that shit.
But eventually,
okay, so if you're fighting a terrorist organization, you gotta go army. Village to village to village, and you don't know. They have mothers, they have sons. You don't know who you're fighting. They don't have a uniform on to fight. Right. So the people that's on your side, you don't know.
It's still an idea.
It's different. It's different.
You're talking about how people look?
No. When you fight a communist country, they have their army. Like America do. They're wearing a uniform. When you go into the Middle East and you're fighting
ideas
ISIS,
are ideas.
But
communism, socialism, capitalism.
But they're not. You know who has the AKs in those countries? Okay. They got their little bullshit armies that's trying to fight them and they need our help. But you know where those motherfuckers live at? They live in villages. We have to go door to door to door to door to and that's dangerous on military because motherfuckers can sit away and get sniped all fucking day.
There was a story.
Why do you think Iraq was so vicious at the time? They had to go door to door.
So there was a story that I read like today or yesterday, which was oil pipeline something in Saudi Arabia because of like the shit that's like turning up. Are requesting. They got requested military, like security and aid, like soldiers.
We shouldn't even help Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm talking about our business like people, American business people that are out there who are now appointed military aid to walk around for their business. I'm totally against it. I'm so much against it.
But we
get your
it's for oil, dog. It's for oil. That's all. So
pretty much at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, right? It's the bank.
That's all it was. It's all for money, man. Love it or hate it, but that's what America's all about. We gotta protect our own.
The world is kind of all about.
Fuck the world. We run the world.
Yeah.
You can be like the Euros more than us, but fuck that shit. The motherfuckers that live in fucking Germany, they rather live in our country than their country. They talk all that bullshit they want.
I don't know. They got a lot of
man. Look, nobody wake up in fucking Singapore and be like, I want to move to Tokyo.
You don't know how people live in Singapore.
I guarantee you, they be like...
Singapore?
In Singapore.
Sounds like a great country
if they be like, look,
naked sharkies and backwards...
Listen to what I'm saying. If your name Chung Lee, right? And they be like, in door number 1, we have Tokyo. In door number 2, we got Greenland. Or in door number 3, we got Southern California.
California.
Everybody would do it. If your name is
Beach Boys, that's Beach Boys. That's Beach Boys.
No, if your name is
I wish they all could be California. Beach Boys, Jackie Chan, Beach Boys.
If your name was fucking Vladimir Klitschko, like the boxer, and door number 1, we got
Ireland.
Door number 2, we got
Turkey.
In door number 3, we got Miami Beach.
I'm going to Miami.
Exactly. So everybody at the end of the day wants to live in America. That's all I'm saying. Now the motherfuckers who can't afford to go to America, that live in fucking, if your name is Vladimir Klitschko, and you like, I can't live in fucking America, I can't go to Miami, where you gonna go? I'll go to Spain or fucking England, whatever the fuck. But you don't want to be in cold ass Russia.
No.
Fuck no. Motherfuckers live in Russia, they have to live in Russia. Like, they get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to live there, dog. Like, everybody wants to come to America. I don't give a fucking...
Well, in your example, especially Russians.
Man, even...
But not everybody else.
Man, look.
Not literally
if you
everybody
live
else.
in fucking Britain, you want to come over here. Maybe not Britain. Maybe you don't want to come here on the 4th of July. But I wish y'all come here on the 4th of July.
It'd be a good night.
It'd be a great night.
Catch the red night out of Dallas. Go right back to the...
Oh, I want to celebrate with them.
That's right, on the 4th.
On the 4th.
Yeah.
Come on, British people, come celebrate.
Oh, have a whole day?
Have a whole day. We go down to the monument, watch the fireworks, all that shit. You don't want to celebrate with the Brits? The red coats. They're like our cousins. But we're going to celebrate our independence on their behalf.
In terms of intelligence, I believe we share a lot of things, but...
Which we should.
I don't know. Like, Brits are job weird, man. Like, all right, so...
We should be with them.
I feel like Brits are job kind of weird, man. Like, they...
Anybody that's from over there weird as shit.
So, all right, so that's the difference. I think it's like when Brits are with, like, more Americans, they act like more American, they just are British. But when Brits are with, like, Iraq more Brits and there's only a couple Americans, they are so fucking weird. It's like weird. Like, they just so much awkwardness that, like, don't talk to, like, it's so weird, man. Like, it's weird. It's like, why?
I don't know.
How can you not just, like, talk about some shit and not sit here and be, like, all, like, formal or, like, what the fuck, man? Just talk. Yeah. So, this is that show. Again, Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We're still here. And let's go ahead and get into some football news. Rick, what's that? What them Redskins looking like?
Man, we fucking 1-7. What you mean? We
1-7.
Nah, we suck right now. Be honest with you, we trash. We just lost. I want the motherfucking rookie to play.
Lost to who?
Minnesota.
Last night, Thursday night.
Got crushed 19-9. We didn't really get crushed, but we was job like in the game. I ain't gonna lie, we was in the game with Case Keenum in the first half, but he went out with fuck Case Keenum. But anyway, I think now
he's not your quarterback.
He ain't my quarterback. Now's the time that we need to see if Haskins is good or not. I don't want to hear this excuse. A lot of people.
I wanted to see him a couple games ago.
But I'm saying, what I've been hearing on the radio is like, oh, he wasn't ready, he wasn't prepared. You're an NFL quarterback. What the fuck you mean you're not prepared? You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand when I hear shit like that. Every backup is supposed to prepare like their next man up. What do you tell the backup cornerback? Next man up, right?
Yeah,
act like you
but
can be.
I think that should
like
be
you're
your
in the
coaching
game.
strategy.
No. Any position, the third string wide receiver, practice, like you're the next man up. Because on any given play, he could get hurt, right? Yeah. And then take for instance the Bama from Jacksonville. He balling. He was a 7th round pick.
It happens like that sometimes,
right? The Bama from Pittsburgh before he got knocked out the game, but what's his name? Something Randolph. He was doing all right before he got knocked out his game. You see what I'm saying? And then look at fucking Matt. What's his name? The Bama from the Giants. He not doing that good, but no. What I'm saying is,
what are you saying, Rick?
I don't want to hear no excuse
about
motherfucking Haskins not being prepared. Either the coaches aren't doing a good job preparing him, or he's not doing a good job preparing himself as a backup. Because any quality backup should know. I guarantee you, if Colt McCoy was the backup and they had to throw him in at halftime because the starter got hurt, he'd be ready to go.
Right.
I guarantee you, if fucking Case Keenum, when he's a backup on any other team,
I
he'd be ready to
you.
go. And I know motherfuckers don't like to hear this shit, but when Kirk Cousins was our backup and RG3 got hurt, he was ready to go.
Right. And that's how you're supposed to be.
That's how you're supposed to go.
In any game. If you're not the starter, you're that backup, you're that
ready
next.
To go.
Yeah.
Right. Ready to go.
I totally agree. I don't know that.
I don't know if he's inexperienced because he didn't have that many years.
Here's another thing.
Ohio State. But he need to play better. Even though it's been it's been one quarter of football. He played the second half against the Giants, second half first. Now against Minnesota, against the
for
Vikings.
A team that was 0-5 a couple days ago.
Oh,
a week ago.
1-6. We was 1-6.
All right, so y'all was 0-5.
Yeah,
0-5.
Yeah,
so when y'all were 0-5, why not test your quarterback?
We should have put him in.
Dwayne Haskins, Ohio State, the Ohio State.
This is why.
Let's go ahead and throw him, gun him.
This is why
we figure it out.
If we would have,
you got wheels.
No, when
you
we
can break down
Jay
audibles.
Gruden, we should never have put Callahan as a replacement.
This is your organization.
Yes.
So you're speaking on behalf of your organization.
I'm speaking me as a fan. Why I would never. Bill Callahan. Basically, he wants to win. He's at a point of his career where he don't have the time to develop a quarterback. That's why somebody like Kevin O'Connell, our offensive coordinator, who's in his 30s, let him be the interim coach.
So you have questions about
that's Bruce Allen all the way. Bruce Allen was with him when he was with the Raiders. Bruce got to go. He's the root of all evil. You see what I'm saying? He got to go.
A Redskins fan.
Bruce Allen, in his mind, thinks that we could still make the playoffs. Like, he's still calculating. Like, I have a feeling like he's not going to put Haskins in until we're like 1-9. Like when we were technically kicked out.
I would have started him at what was the second half of the
I started when we was 0-5. Be realistic. We ain't gonna pull off 10 games.
I actually caught it way earlier than that just to see where you're at. Now you can deal with kind of like little, but you said
he has to play. I want to see him play.
Jay Gruden couldn't do it because if he starts Haskins, then
he was trying to save his
job. Nothing else to play for.
Nothing.
Like no other chips to play.
And then from what I've been reading, and what I've been hearing is that maybe it was a Daniel Snyder pick. Shit like that. Okay.
Dwayne Haskins, give him a chance.
Need to give him a chance, but I want to see him play. Because for what I'm seeing right now, I ain't happy with it. I'm not. I've seen him play 4 quarters of football, and I've seen 4 interceptions,
how about
0
this?
touchdowns.
All right, how about this? So I was just thinking, and not to defend the fucking Redskins, because I'm really not a fan of y'all. Well, I'm a fan of your tax dollars because you play in the state of Maryland. So...
You a hater, dog.
Why not give this guy a rack of burn? And the other thing, no. So here's the thing. What about if the people around him, his coaches, are they are the haters?
They want to save their job.
They're in some shit this year.
They know they're gone.
So why?
So they're
rookie quarterback. You know that these coaches,
their next opportunity.
But you know these coaches can fucking look good tearing down a fucking young quarterback.
Yeah.
You know they could do that fucking easy. Every fucking day.
But
come to my office. Let's look at this play. Tell me, wrong. Just fuck with them.
The quarterback also, no. But
your organization, your management is so... This is your team.
No, Dwayne Haskins not playing well has nothing to do on the management. Okay? Bruce Allen isn't teaching them the X's and O's of football.
Dwayne Haskins
I don't
should
want
have
to
been
hear management
started.
as far as his talent level.
Dwayne Haskins should have been like the fourth week.
They still thought they had a chance to win. He needs to play better. To me, it's still early for me to say it was a wrong pick. It is. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I think he has a lot of talent in him, and he's tall.
I don't care what he did at Ohio State to me.
I don't care either.
Because it's easy for people that play for Ohio State.
When he's on the field,
you're getting 5 and 4-star recruits.
Right.
And it's easy to look good when your whole team is more stacked.
I'm not an Ohio State fan, nor am I a Redskins fan.
Me neither. I'm just saying.
I have no dog.
Now we're in the big boy league. We're in the fucking NFL. I don't want to hear how he's ill prepared. Because as a coaching staff, you need to prepare him. And as a player, you need to be more prepared.
How so?
You're supposed to be preparing like you about to play. You're supposed to be getting mental reps. You're supposed to be in film room, film study. All that shit, doing your homework, because they do this shit in the pro.
You do it.
They have assignments. You got to okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, he needs to study harder if that's what it is. He needs to do something.
Maybe
he needs to stop having happy feet in the pocket. And yes, I know it takes
people around you.
It takes game reps. You think Peyton Manning just came into the NFL fucking darting 50 touchdowns a year? No, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns his first year. But they let him play. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not every situation is Pat Mahomes' situation. He came into Andy Reid drafted him in the first round, but he had a veteran quarterback who they just came out the playoffs. So they bridged him. Maybe he thought he wasn't ready yet. Yeah. So, but he had a quality quarterback, not quality because he's not a quality quarterback, but he had a quarterback that's been in the playoffs 3 straight years.
Okay.
Then he got him out the way the next year, right? In Green Bay, motherfucking Aaron Rodgers sat for 4 years. You know why he sat for 4 years? He was playing behind fucking Brett Favre. Okay. Different story. Haskins is playing behind Colt McCoy and Case Keenum. Listen, look at these examples I just said. What the fuck?
This is your team. That's my question was.
What the fuck?
After week 4,
what I'm saying is,
why wouldn't you start
people
your
use
rookie?
these excuses
and you
saying that he playing behind all the Pat Mahomes and and Aaron Rodgers. Who the fuck was they playing behind? They weren't playing behind journeyman quarterbacks who've been on 89 teams in 89 seasons. What the fuck? Let the boy play. Let the kid play. Let's see what he got. You see what I'm saying?
I've said that since like the 3rd game. Against the Cowboys game, second half, middle of third, I was like, let me see.
If he's not it, then we need to just find a trade person for it.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a Redskins fan, but I root for everything DMV. And I was actually
we got to see if he's fucking working.
Dwayne Haskins to get into the
what I tell you the preseason,
middle of the 3rd.
I told you the preseason he wasn't looking that good. I told you that shit. I hope he surprised me. Because for what I'm saying, look, it's like the little simple shit. Every time he's in a pocket, dog, I'm like, let it go, let it go. He holds on to the ball too much. It's not college, you know? It's 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, let it go. Right. Or it's 1, 2, 3, do something with it.
But your question about him stepping up and actually throwing the ball is how many times has he been able to do it professionally in the past 2 weeks? In the past 2 weeks. But
what I'm saying
how many times?
Listen to let me finish. I'm about to answer your question. I'm answering your question.
0, right?
In the 4 quarters he's played in the NFL, right? 2 quarters under Jay Gruden, 2 quarters under Bill Callahan, right? They all want to run their offense, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, so adapt.
No, but that's not what you do. Look what we did with RG3 2012. We adapted to his skill set. Look what the fucking Ravens are doing with Lamar Jackson. He's not.
I thought you weren't a Baltimore fan.
I'm not.
Oh, but the best team in Maryland plays in Baltimore.
No, they play
the second best team.
The best team playing
Orlando. I don't think there's a second.
I don't know.
Second best team in the state of Maryland is.
Do you know math?
We're gonna find out.
Do you know math?
With the
I just want to know. Do you know math?
State high school football.
Do you know math?
It's gonna be about.
Are you good in math? What's 3? Is 3 better than 2?
3 is better than 2.
Okay, so the Redskins are on top of the Ravens. Anyway, you're missing my point. Look how they adapt to a skill set, which he's gonna rush for 1,000 yards.
Go back to RG3,
but he's not his longevity in the NFL.
Lamar.
Lamar? Yes. Until he develops into a pocket passer, right?
He's going to keep winning games.
He's going to get hurt.
He'll probably get us to the Super Bowl.
No, he's going to get hurt.
Because he's young. So but that's
what I'm saying. So okay, look. No, there's nothing about pocket.
If I had the top,
you're not letting me finish.
5-star recruit, basketball point guard in the country.
They cater to what he can do good now.
This guy from stopping to be athletic. I can't do it.
So what you do as a youngin, while you're young and while he's young, you cater to what he can do good. And eventually, as he gets older in the league, you can open up the playbook a little more. Some mobile quarterbacks are more advanced than Lamar Jackson. Like if I wanted a mobile quarterback, Deshaun Watson is the blueprint. You know who's better than Deshaun Watson? Patrick Mahomes.
I would take who's the Seahawks?
Russell Wilson.
I'll take Russell Wilson.
That's who you want. That's who I Ravens want. Fans. If I was a Ravens fan, that's who I want.
Ravens beat the Seahawks.
That's who that's who I want Lamar Jackson to turn into, like a Russell Wilson type, who will use his legs when he needs to.
Well, you said this.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not going to last in the NFL if he's going to be rushing the ball 10, 15 times a game. No quarterback. Look at Cam Newton. He's 6'5", 265, and he's breaking down now, and he's only in year 8. What's going to happen to Lamar Jackson if he's going to run the ball like that? You see what I'm saying? I have nothing against mobile quarterbacks. I don't. Yeah. But eventually, you're going to have to learn to throw from the pocket.
Just in general.
Longevity.
In general.
Now, in the NFL, as a head coach, if you want to win right now, fuck it. Run the ball 20 times a game. I don't give a fuck. How do you feel when you're 28? We'll draft another one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I want you on my team and I want to fucking really win that shit, you see what I'm saying? You got to learn to throw from the pocket. Because when it's 30-11 and them play actions don't work and that read option don't work and you have to drop back and then fucking cover 2, cover 3, whatever fuck covers you're in zone coverage.
Is this coming from the playbook of Tom Brady?
No. I'm just saying. You're going to have to, when all else fails and the running game stops, this is the NFL. There's going to be a certain week where you can't run the ball and you're down 28-0. In the beginning of the third quarter, and now you got to sling it.
Let it go.
Let it go. And if you can't do that, that's where you make your money in the NFL. As a quarterback. You don't make it running your legs. You don't. You make it with your arm.
Yards.
That's it.
Yards.
As a quarterback. And as a running back, you make your money running the ball. That's it. No, you run it. That's how you make your money. That's my definition of a quarterback. Other people's different, but as my ideal quarterback, I'm saying it, and I said it used to be Aaron Rodgers, right?
Okay.
Mahomes is the truth, and Watson's right behind him. Best to me. Breeze and them getting old, right? I'm talking about the next generation of quarterbacks and Deshaun Watson. As long as the Texans can keep him upright and don't let him get sacked 60 times a year. Because he's what you want.
You always...
Yeah, he can sling it and he can run it and he's
make a line for him like Michael Vick.
Man, he could be better. He's better than Michael Vick because he can throw the ball way better
Lamar Jackson.
No, Lamar Jackson, he's...
Oh, just because he's...
What?
All right, once again, this is that show...
What is it? He's had one good year?
This is his second year.
No, he's had one good year. This is the first year he's been good.
Last year was his rookie year.
Did you see what he did in the playoffs? He got shut out at home.
Yeah, he was a rookie.
He got shut out at home.
And so this year. This is
his first year starting all 16 games.
And they're winning.
Okay.
And they're winning.
Yeah.
And they're beating teams.
Who they beat?
In the great state of Maryland. Do they play the Landover Redskins? They do not. I don't know. How many teams
have you beat?
How many teams have you beat?
One.
Just the one. Who? The Dolphins.
With the Dolphins.
Right on, Rick. So
you picking the Ravens to win the Super Bowl?
See him in the Final Four.
You got him making the AFC Championship game?
No.
So who you kicking out? The Chiefs or the Patriots?
The Pats.
You want to bet money?
I don't know what the breakdown is on the playoff game.
Yeah, they don't play it, but I could bet money the Ravens ain't gonna make the fucking AFC Championship game. We could bet money on that right now. They lucky if they get out the wild card.
Okay, so then you have to give me a team that's gonna make a playoff game.
The AFC Championship game is gonna be the Kansas City Chiefs versus New England Patriots, and I only got to see the wild card shit because I know those are the two best teams in the AFC.
What about the NFC?
NFC's a toss up. Right now, I'm gonna say New Orleans versus Green Bay. That wasn't
the
my
NFC.
That wasn't my Super Bowl predictions.
You got
but as the way the NFL looking at as far as week 7 or week 8, the way we're going right now for the NFC. I don't believe in Dallas. Green Bay hot, but I think when Drew Brees get back, New Orleans is gonna be on fire. And the two best quarterbacks in the NFC is motherfucking Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers. The two best quarterbacks in the AFC is gonna be motherfucking Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
We shall see. It's still very early in the season.
Who gonna beat them?
The Baltimore Ravens.
We're gonna bet. Let's bet.
Are the Redskins gonna?
No, let's bet.
Yeah, let's make it even bet then.
No, so, I don't want to bet. I don't want to. Redskins ain't making playoff. You so confident that the Ravens gonna win? Let's bet.
Let's just say that you're gonna get 5 wins.
No, we gonna get like 3. You giving us too much credit.
Oh wow, you guys suck that bad this year?
Yeah, you giving us way too much credit. We're gonna get like 3 wins. Lucky if we get 2. I'm still trying to find out who the fuck we gonna beat. Hopefully, one of the games I go to.
How was that San Francisco game?
I was drenched, man. Fuck that game.
That was in the rain this past weekend. How was it? Go hard, go hard.
Hey, real laugh though. Shout out to my man Rondé, man. He looked out. He gave my wife club level seats, so she got to sit the game inside and shit. That's a real youngin' right there, man. Cause man, he was like, man, what your wife where and your daughter gonna be outside? He came there with his brother. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you know what? You can have me and my brother seat. Your wife and your daughter can have me and my brother seat. Me and my brother sit outside with y'all. That was, man, good look out.
Yeah, some real shit right there.
Fuck yeah, that's Ronda. That's my man. That's my man who be going to all my Redskins games. Me and Marco, but my man and shit. Him and my son play Little League football together. His son go to Blake. My son go to Blair. Can't wait till they play each other so I can talk shit.
No, but the Redskins lost at home 9-0 to the 49ers. And random shit on Sunday. I love Sunday, this past Sunday, because it just rained all day. And like I had the porch. I loved it.
That shit was terrible, man. I hate that
for
shit.
Y'all for you in the rain.
I was tailgating.
I was here on the porch just like literally so much like I didn't mean to gloat into it. I just enjoyed the fact
I was dressed before I got that bitch.
Yeah.
Because I had my little Caterpie, right? And the motherfucker wind kept blowing on my shit. Yeah, I was lighting charcoal and trying to dry me off. And the wind was, man, by the time I got in the game, dog, my fucking pants was it was like light wind, but it would blow. It would blow the rain on. By the time I got to the fucking game, I was already drenched. You already soaked. I was already soaked. Socks, shoes, pants, rain jacket was dumping everything onto my jeans.
So shout out to America. If you ever get a chance to get the Gore-Tex Nikes, any pair of Gore-Tex Nikes.
And I wore some J's.
Yeah.
I got thrown away. They smell like mildew.
Yeah.
But they was old. I had them for like 12 years. So the reason why I wore them because I knew it was going to rain.
Happens.
So yeah.
But it's Sunday, man.
Yeah, my wife.
You see that coming out like it's gray as hell.
I bought my tickets back in September when I thought we was gonna be like 4-2 or 3-3 at the time. And you know what, my man. Hey, shout out to Rondé. He had club level seats for $21.
I would like to buy a floor.
That's why he wasn't even tripping. He was like, man, he bought them jumps Sunday morning or Saturday morning. One of them jump.
I would like to buy a pair.
And I bought my fucking tickets. My tickets were nice though. I had like section 104, row 5. I mean, I had good seats. On a sunny day, you'd be like, yeah, fuck them club level jump. My jump, man, I was right there, young. But anyway, during that pouring down rain, and we was getting so hammered, young. And like,
you had no choice to do that in the rain. That's what I was doing. I was like, it's raining.
I don't even drink liquor, man. He was throwing them back, man. I was fucking with the Ciroc, fucking with the Crown, and Marco came through with the Crown. I drunk so much liquor. I don't even drink liquor. I was so blasted. That's why I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't give. My son said he wants some pizza. I think I gave him like a $50 bill. Like, man, leave me alone. Man, I was hammering, y'all.
That's why.
And he didn't come with a souvenir cup. I was mad he did that shit.
Yeah,
I said, with a souvenir cup. You motherfucker come with a dumbass jump, little Pepsi jump. Man, you bet $20 little Pepsi jump. And he kept my change, but I wasn't tripping. I had a good time.
Nah. Yeah, we had our niece that tried to step away with my bills, and I was like, nah.
Ain't going for that, dog. Ain't going for that.
I'm not losing to my niece.
I'm going to that Jets game, November 16th, and I'm going to the Giants game. You going too, or you said you're going to the Giants game.
That's the weekend. That's a Christmas weekend. Yeah,
I'm down. I'm in there.
Did you already buy the tickets?
No, I'm gonna be smarter this time. I'm gonna buy my tickets the day before the game, so they dirt cheap. No more. My season's gone, so it ain't like we.
Your season?
It's gone. It's gone.
Not the players, the linebackers, the defensive
what? You ain't know. If I'm not cooking,
coaches.
Most games I cook like I'm going to the stadium, right? So I'll cook. But if I'm feeling lazy and I got a 1 o'clock game, I take a pregame nap. I wake up early as shit. I wake up like 8 o'clock. I eat real good, and watch TV. Take a nap like at 10:30, and I wake up at 12. Set my fantasy roster, and time to watch the game. If I'm not cooking at home, that's what I do. If I got a 4 o'clock game, if I can stay up real late the night on Saturday night, I don't give a fuck what I do. I wake up like 10 o'clock, eat a good breakfast, watch TV. Fuck that 1 o'clock game. Well, no. I take a nap, take it back. Wake up at 12:30. If I have anybody playing at 1 o'clock on my fantasy team, make sure set my roster, take another nap. Wake up 3 o'clock, set my roster for my 4 o'clock players. Watch 4 o'clock game. Who you got? Seahawks, Falcons.
Seahawks at Falcons. The Hawks.
Seahawks, yeah. Matt Ryan not playing. I'm taking Seahawks too. We got Philly, Buffalo.
Philadelphia at Buffalo. Philadelphia.
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
Okay.
Chargers, Bears at Chicago.
Bears. The Bears. Khalil Mack. The Bears. Too much defense.
I'm taking Chargers.
It's Chargers.
Taking Chargers at the Bears.
Take the Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
All right, so we agree on Seattle. No, we disagree. All right, it's all good. Giants, Detroit.
The Lions. I'll take the Lions.
Say it before we go drink it.
Yeah. Lions. You also got the Lions.
Right? Yeah. Whoo. I'll drink liquor like that.
It's cinnamon.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, Tennessee.
Tampa Bay put up a couple points a couple weeks ago, and Tampa Bay at Tennessee. Tennessee. Who's their starting quarterback? I don't even know.
Ryan Tannehill for Tennessee. Jameis Winston.
Who's their starting running back at Tennessee?
Derrick Henry. From Alabama.
I'll take Tennessee.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take Tennessee. Because, I don't know, but Jameis Winston, though, he'll throw 5 touchdowns. The next week, throw like 9 interceptions. So,
but he's on the road at Tennessee. Tennessee's not easy to play at.
You're right. I'll take Tennessee. Denver at Colts. I'm taking Indy. You know why? Because Denver got Joe Flacco. You know where he came from?
But he won the last time you were like dissing Joe Flacco, and they won one of those games in that week. Denver at Indianapolis.
Trash, dog.
Who's starting? I'm gonna take Denver. They gotta get one. They gotta get one on the road for their division.
Cincy versus the Rams.
Rams.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hard.
Rams for the record. Cardinals at motherfucking New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Shit, man. Look, you know my man, he told me he went to the Dolphins game, right?
Yeah.
Man, we should have went to that jump, but we already made a pact. We went to the game. You wasn't there. But in 2021, the Redskins play the motherfucking Raiders. And if they play them in Las Vegas, we gone.
Okay.
We're gonna leave on a Friday.
I already seen him
come back.
play 2 years ago.
Nah, I'm talking about they're gonna be in Vegas. In Vegas. In 2021, if the Redskins...
You want to go see it?
No, we're going to Las Vegas.
In 2 years. You want to go see
Redskins versus the Raiders.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We're following your football team to Las Vegas.
You don't gotta go if you don't want to. I'm just inviting you. So you're going to be like, damn, Rick, what the fuck? Me, my cousin, Marco, and my man, and my wife, because she was ear hustling when we was talking about it. We gonna, if they go play in fucking Las Vegas, we're going to be in Las Vegas.
All right.
Now you threw me off track. I'm trying to be the co-host. What the fuck? Where the Raiders at, dog?
We're at the Denver,
New Orleans. That's no
Arizona,
Jacksonville Jets. Because we said no. You picked New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I picked Tennessee, New Orleans,
and you picked the Rams, right?
Yep.
You picked the Saints, right?
Yep.
Okay, New Orleans, Jacksonville.
We already said New Orleans.
Oh, New York, Jacksonville Jets. My bad.
The Jets at the...
I'm going Jacksonville.
The Jets at Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm going to take Jacksonville also.
Panthers versus Niners. Or the Santa Rosa Niners. Now
the Niners. I'm taking the Niners.
You know what? I'm going to go Carolina upset. They're not going undefeated. San Francisco. Cleveland, New England.
New England. Tom Brady. What?
It's in New England.
Yeah, I'm taking Tom Brady.
I jumped ahead of schedule. Oakland Raiders versus at the Houston Texans. I'm taking Houston.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, right? I'll take Houston.
Green Bay at KC.
Green Bay.
No Pat Mahomes. Green Bay. If Pat Mahomes played,
we're not talking. You pick the team.
Oh, Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay also.
Yeah. Miami at Pittsburgh.
Pitt.
Yeah. Pittsburgh.
So that's this upcoming week.
Yeah.
And then this is upcoming week.
We should write that shit down.
I did my research. Because it is October 25th. So moving on to a week from this Sunday, which includes next Thursday's game. Go ahead, Rick.
San Fran at Arizona.
San Francisco.
Yeah, Arizona's trash. Nah, they 3-1 though. Let me see.
It's not trash, but
they ain't gonna
still trying to keep up. Working really hard to keep up. Can't take it away from
it sounds good saying Arizona's trash because they've always been trash. So, Arizona.
No, they had Larry Fitz for a minute.
They're still trash.
All right.
Come on, man. I'm an NFL purist, man. They trash.
All right.
Okay?
Next game.
They trash.
Next game.
Houston versus Jacksonville.
Houston at Jacksonville. I'll take the Jags.
In London.
Fuck.
So it's not a home game for any team. They both in London.
Yeah, I'll take the Jags. I'll still with the Jags because it's gonna be.
We're going Houston.
All right, next game.
Redskins at Buffalo.
The Bills.
Redskins. I'm such a homie.
Next.
Hey, who's our quarterback? Can we do that? Like, what if Colt is our quarterback? Can I get like a semi-win?
No.
And if Case our quarterback, I get a tie.
We're predicting ahead. That's why we're doing this because we're predicting.
Haskins our quarterback.
We are predicting that far ahead. I'm
predicting that Dwayne Haskins is going to be our quarterback, and we're going to lose 31-0
to the Bills.
No, not 31-0 to the Bills. We're going to lose 20.
But you picked the Redskins to win.
Yeah, I'm picking the Redskins to win, but Dwayne Haskins is our quarterback. We're going to lose 21-3. But the Redskins are going to win. Mark it. Don't put me down as a Bills victory. I said Redskins are going to win, but the score is going to be 21-3 Bills. But the Redskins are going to win.
The score is going to be the Bills winning.
No.
Next game.
Okay.
Next game.
Redskins win. No. I want it on record. Redskins going to win.
Redskins going to beat the Bills. Is what you're saying.
Redskins are going to beat the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills. Next game.
I'm taking the Redskins.
Next game.
I'm taking the Redskins.
Next game.
Vikings at Kansas City. At KC, I'm going KC.
Yeah, I'm going KC.
But if Pat Mahomes ain't there, you got to go with Kurt.
Nope. Fumbleitis, unfortunately, from the alma mater.
But if Minnesota goes into KC and Matt Moore's their quarterback, you going to pick Kansas City over Minnesota?
I'm taking Minnesota, actually. Minnesota at Kansas City, right?
How long is a hyper
Minnesota at Kansas City.
Yeah.
I'm taking Minnesota.
I'm
taking the Vicks, yeah.
You taking Minnesota at Kansas City?
Yeah.
So even if they have Pat Mahomes, you're going to take the Vikings to beat Kansas City? I go across that. I'm going KC. I think he'll be back by then. No, I agree. Minnesota. Because I'm hyper. If you dislocate your kneecap, how many weeks is that?
If you dislocate your kneecap.
That's what Pat Mahomes, he dislocated his kneecap.
Ooh, that's not.
They said only 3-4 weeks. It happened 2 weeks ago.
I don't know what your rehab. I don't know what your rehab is looking like. I don't know what your rehab program is. I don't know what your stretching is.
I'm going Minnesota with you because you probably didn't know that, but I'm going with you. Minnesota. Kirk Cousins could beat Matt Moore. Jets at Dolphins on the toilet bowl. I thought the Redskins versus Dolphins was tough. This is even worse. Because the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets just because New Jersey somehow one of those guys was like listening to Springsteen on the airplane, and they were just like, rah!
I'm gonna take the Jets too because the Dolphins are really trying to go 0-16. Like they really want to get. They really want to get Dave Tua, whatever his name is from Alabama. They really trying because the Bengals haven't won either, so they want to be the first team not to win. So
Bengals and Dolphins are the worst.
Yeah,
I think the Bengals are probably the worst.
Okay, we got the Bears at Philly. I think
There's
Philly
a team worse than
Philly coming at home.
What is the game?
Bears at Philly. I like Philly at home. Philly's a hard.
What time is the game?
It's a 1 o'clock game. They can't get too drunk.
Bears at Philly. I will take the Bears. The Bears. Khalil Mack. Too much off the end. Too much linebacker work. Too much defensive assignments. Too much zone. Too much defensive line work overall against Carson Wentz. He's going to get frustrated.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Bears.
Beat the Eagles in Philly.
Yep, I'll take the Bears.
I got the Eagles. That's cool. Colts versus Pittsburgh.
I'll take the Pit.
Okay,
I'll take the Pit.
Titans at Carolina. Oh, that fucking 5.
Titans
fucked up. I can't.
Titans at Carolina. Oh, Carolina. I'll take Carolina.
I got Carolina too. Detroit at Oakland.
I'll take the Raiders.
I'm gonna agree. I'll take the Raiders. Tampa at Seattle. I got Seattle.
The Hawks.
Yeah, in Seattle, I'm taking them all the time.
Yeah.
Cleveland at Denver. I'm gonna take Cleveland.
I'll take the Broncos. I'll take Denver. Denver. The last game?
Green Bay at the Chargers. I'm gonna take Green Bay.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
New England at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Oh shit, cuz. Alright, we're gonna rewind. We did Miami at Pittsburgh, right? For last week?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Sunday night game is the Patriots at Baltimore. Who you got? I got the
a
Patriots.
week from this week.
Yeah, I got Patriots.
What is it?
In Baltimore.
Where's the game?
In Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore.
You gonna take Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
Dallas at the Giants.
Dallas.
Yeah. Giants.
Getting hot again. Getting hot again. Getting hot again.
What you mean they got hot? They beat another team under 500. So they're gonna play the Giants.
Who do we just beat?
They just beat the Eagles. They're 3-4. Eagles are under 500.
In
your home.
Division.
You will beat the Giants. You will beat your division is weak this year.
Because you're in it.
Redskins fan. There's no team.
Because you're in it.
There's no team over 500 in the NFC East but the Cowboys. They play in a weak division. Everybody knew that.
It's not my fault the Redskins were this terrible.
Or the Eagles. Or the Giants.
the Eagles are still competing with the Giants and the Redskins.
No, what do you mean?
Go ahead and mud wrestle in a puddle over there. Like I'm not really looking over there.
4-3 good?
I don't know what your record is.
What is your what is your
still don't know what your record
good?
is. Well, there's the one. One of those.
You don't want to answer. You don't want to answer. That's cool.
Hey, Rick, what are you sipping on?
Motherfucking, what the motherfuckers called?
These called.
You got me on them 5 balls. You got me another one. Damn, I'm my bad with the noise. My Alex trying to get me fucked up.
You sipping on
fucking Hannekins.
Yeah.
And I'm fried right now, like a French fry. I'm hammered.
So it's NBA tip-off week.
Yeah.
Did you see it? You see a couple games?
I saw a rack of exhibition games after you said it was tip-off week, but it's a now tip-off week.
Yeah.
I see.
Did you go? My bad.
I see.
Yeah, I was definitely on that early where I was like, it's this upcoming week, and it was like, damn, 2 more weeks.
I'm not a
My bad, America.
I'm not a sportscaster. I've seen a whole lot of nothing, and the NBA is a long season. I mean, if you want to make what they did,
what the Stars looking like? Because the Rockets lost last night at home,
and they was up by 20
against Giannis.
Yeah, but the Rockets look nice,
but they still lost at home.
And James Harden shot like 4-20.
He also had 4 fouls in the first half.
The first half. But I don't pay too much to the fucking first game, dog. Like, you could be like, well, why ain't LeBron do good against Kawhi the first game of the season?
And they're making a lot of beef about like the entire interaction between James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And it's like, young, if you're on a competitive team, any competitive team, you're going to talk to your teammate like that.
No, from what I've read, it was like they know each other so well.
Yeah.
They can talk to each other like that.
But regardless if you didn't know each other that well, you have had preseason, you have had so many interim practices, so many weight room sessions.
I don't think it's that. Is when you get 2 big egos like that.
I don't think you're thinking about that.
2 star players like that.
In terms of an athlete.
They're going to bump heads like that.
No, they're not. They didn't. I don't even see a bumping of heads.
Me neither. So when I read about it, I was like, that's nothing. It's game 1. They had an argument on the bench.
Yeah.
What fucking back? And from what I've read about
it was like so much.
From what I read is like 2 competitors trying to win, and it's their first game, and it's 2.
Not only that, but if somebody knows the offense better than you, when you see this, do this.
Yeah.
It's not terrible criticism. It's literally like, look, you're gonna see this and do it. Maybe James Harden and Russell Westbrook was like telling him like, young, I seen it. My bad. I forgot about a jump, and I meant this. And when you seen that, they're still trying to make it work. Yeah. So like the rest of the world trying to blow it up. Stupid.
But I said that's one of my sleeper teams. Don't sleep on Houston, dog. The Warriors going to be like 6 seed, 6, 7 seed, right? But I told you, don't sleep on the fucking Rockets. When you have them spread out the way they play basketball,
the way they did last night, which is running, everybody come in the middle, pass it, 3-point shots. PJ Tucker.
Yeah, but that's Houston. That's how they play.
Yeah.
Now imagine when Harden is on his game. He had a bad night. It's an opening night for the Rockets. You think Harden's tripping off this?
4 fouls. Yeah, no, I think he is because there's so many of the in between nights, like those late games.
That's why I don't. People talking all that noise. The first game against the Lakers and the Clippers.
Yeah,
I mean, was it
without Paul George though?
They still won.
Without
was
Paul
it a statement
George.
game? I don't know.
Who were the Lakers?
And the next night they blew out the Warriors yesterday, right?
But 144 to
but who cares, right? The Warriors without Klay Thompson ain't gonna do shit. All they have is Draymond and Steph, right?
Yeah.
And D'Angelo Russell. But I did tell you, that's my sleeper team, right?
Yeah.
But that's when they come back. Right now, people like the good teams like that, they're gonna dominate them. But who the fuck? It's just Steph. Steph ain't built. Steph ain't built to carry a team. We're gonna find out if he can. But I never said that he's gonna carry the Rockets like that.
It's gonna be very, very tough right now.
That's why I say
because of what he's already done.
But he's not. They're not gonna be a fucking 9th, 10th seed or even an 8th seed. The Warriors, sleep on if you want. right? They're gonna be a 6.
I'm not sleeping on them.
They're gonna be a 6 seed.
I just know I can't shoot that
And
fast on 2K.
Who's ever that third seed, and I even say who's ever that 7 seed. If Clay come back,
the Spurs.
No. Top 2 seeds gonna be 2 teams in LA.
You said the 7th seed, which
no,
is the Spurs.
It's either, it might be the Warriors.
6 or 7 is gonna be Spurs.
It might be the Warriors.
So the Spurs are moving up then.
It might. No, I don't think the Spurs gonna make it.
Spurs are making it.
Not this year.
Yeah, they
You
are.
got the Clippers. You got the Lakers. You got the Rockets. You got the Warriors. The Warriors not gonna be the 4th, but you got the Warriors. I'm not counting them out. You got the Jazz.
Yep.
Trailblazers. Nuggets. That's 18. That's 7 teams already. You got the Nuggets. Who else?
Spurs.
Spurs the 8th. But then you got teams like Sacramento, who barely missed the playoffs last year. They coming out. You see what I'm saying?
Tip-off week. That's what I love. It's tip-off week. There's so much potential for so many teams.
Even the Spurs as the 8th seed.
How are the Wizards going to look? Shout out to the Nationals for making it to the World Series. Shout out to the Washington Mystics for winning a World Championship in basketball.
Yeah, I love them.
Once again, this is that show. You know what it is. Open Shots. Hit us up at Open Shots.
Nationals to win tonight. You turn the TV off and I'm pissed off. I'm trying to see if we win or not.
All right, so with the...
But you know what? That slowed us down in the beginning, dog. I don't know about you. It slowed me down. I kept looking at the TV and shit. I kept looking at the score and shit. I think that's why we were stagnant in the beginning. But we picked it up and turned the TV off. That's a good look. I'm trying to compliment you how we picked up our shit when the TV turned off, but we was like this.
Yeah, staying on it. So, how the Wizards going to look this year? Was it like 32 and 62? 30 and 62?
Remember I said don't worry about game 1? It's just one game?
Bradley Beal got ejected.
Yeah, but man, I said that we was talking about the Warriors and Rockets, shit like that. It's just one game?
Yeah.
After one game, seeing the Wizards, we're going to be 10 and 72.
Ooh. It's going to be that tough in the NBA this year for the Wiz.
Bradley Beal
Roy Hachimura.
Bradley Beal trade rumors are going to start in fucking November.
So Bradley Beal,
he signed an extension.
Yeah. Somebody wants to buy him out?
Ooh, they'll give him that money. That's still cheap for a max player. Did you see it?
So we're going back to garbage.
Yeah. Until John Wall come back, we have zero hope.
I think Bradley Beal's going to leave till then. I mean, I don't know what the conversations...
I don't want him to leave, but look, after watching that first game, what I say, we're going to be 32 and 50.
32 and like 60 something.
We're gonna be 10 and 70. Remember how the Bulls were 72 and 10? Like, man, we're gonna be.
That's 10. The confidence you have for our team.
We're gonna be 10 and 72.
So who's your college basketball team in the area?
Let's go Hoyas, man.
The Hoyas, the Georgetown Hoyas.
Yeah.
Yep. You're not a fan of the Maryland Terrapins?
They're second rate to me. The great
state of Maryland is second rate to
let's
you.
Go Hoyas. I told
your address.
We talked about this shit. If y'all were listening back,
you went to every high school, elementary,
when we was young, when we was young, Maryland was on motherfucking probation, so we didn't get to watch Maryland play.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Dwayne Simpkins, X-Ray Hip,
in high school. In high school.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when I first started watching sports. I didn't watch Maryland basketball. Georgetown was on TV.
You're right. Yeah,
even Walt Williams, who was drafted in the lottery, wasn't even playing on TV. That's how good he was.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what channels. I was at the games.
No, Walt Williams.
Yeah,
Maryland was on probation when he was playing in Maryland. They weren't allowed to be shown on. That's how weak the NCAA is. But TV wasn't big back then. We were like, we'll take you off TV, right?
Right.
You can't play on TV.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't start getting good until Joe Smith came. Remember? That's when Maryland made their big comeback. Because even Walt Williams, they sucked in the ACC. They weren't that good.
But we still had to play those teams.
And Maryland got rocked. They weren't that good. It wasn't until when Gary Williams came and he got Joe Smith, Keith Booth and all that.
Definitely Gary Williams. Yeah. Shout out to Gary Williams. Thank you for basketball in my state.
Absolutely.
Thank you for basketball.
Maryland is known when it comes to basketball. Maryland is known for basketball.
Yes,
it is, and we should keep our in-house talent.
Yes,
but if you ask me as young coming up, I was with Georgetown.
So you raised up a totally, completely random point, which is keeping the basketball in state or just at least around.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how you should start thinking about it, America. We have the best basketball talent in the nation. Prince George's County, District of Columbia, Montgomery County, Northern Virginia, and we're gonna add Baltimore into that. And as much as Baltimore was to be like we're New York or Philly, no. Come on into the DMV. Because
but they're not. So you can't even add them.
Well, there are a lot of players that live out there that
they are from
go
Maryland.
to school.
They are from Maryland.
They go to school,
right? But
in this area.
That's why you should have said DMV when you count.
Of course, it's DMV.
No, it's not because Baltimore is not part of the DMV.
Yeah, that's part of the Baltimore metro area.
Yeah, so.
But there's still players.
Maryland.
There's still plenty of players.
Baltimore
area.
And Maryland has a lot of good players.
We got so many.
Yeah.
So
even
many.
The people that
so many.
good basketball players.
We're talking about basketball and football.
You can take it for Kevin Durant. He's from PG County, right? But he's from Maryland.
Beasley.
He's from Mike Beasley. He's from Frederick. He's from Maryland.
Mike Beasley's from
Mike Beasley's from fucking Frederick, dog. He's from fucking Frederick, Maryland.
Mike Beasley?
Went to Kansas State.
Yeah.
He's from Frederick, Maryland.
Okay.
He played AAU ball down here.
Okay.
He's from Frederick, Holmes. Don't let him fool you.
I didn't know.
Okay? I know.
I believe you.
Okay? What I'm saying is...
Roger Mason, A.J. Harris, Chris Monroe,
Roger Mason, Salvi. He went to good counsel, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Brooklyn Nets, they have... Who they have? I mean, there was a lot of talk.
They had the same team they had last year.
There was a lot of talk about
all they do is add Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
And apparently Kyrie doesn't know how to use his personnel because he dropped 50. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of people that are saying they're like, yo, spread the ball. It's only game one. It's preseason week. It's an opening tip-off week. So
yeah, but if you gonna motherfucking be like, yeah, off 1 week, then that's dumb. It ain't like it's the NFL. You understand that? Let me break it down to you. In the NFL, right? If you lose 1 week,
it's like 10 games lost.
In baseball,
yes,
it's like
I agree.
It's like a 10-game losing streak.
That analogy makes sense to me.
So in basketball, you lose one, it's like a 5-game losing streak, right? So you should be worried, right? But not too much.
I'm looking more like 3.
Why?
I'm looking more like 3.
Because baseball's half of basketball's half of a baseball season. 160, 82.
Well, that's baseball.
But it's the same thing.
There's so many games in baseball.
So many games in basketball. So you might be proving my point. So basically, everybody just pipe down.
Baseball's like 162
games.
Compared to 90.
NBA is 82.
So that's not a comparison.
It is.
How is it a comparison?
If you lose,
there's a difference between 100
now
games
I'm doing
minimum.
Math. I'm doing math.
And I'm doing math also.
Yeah. So if you lose 1 game in football, it's equivalent in baseball to 10 games in a row.
Because to any other game.
No. One game of football is equivalent to a baseball team losing 10 games in a row.
Or a basketball team.
Because that's 1/16.
Or a basketball league.
That's 1/16 of their season gone.
Okay. Oh, so you're actually doing fractions.
Yeah.
All right.
So in basketball, that 1 loss is equivalent to a 5-game losing streak.
Okay.
Because if basketball is half the season of baseball, then 1 loss would be half of losses, correct? And tell me if I'm wrong.
I haven't done the math yet, and I'm listening to you. So yeah, I don't know.
If I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah, I'm not. Wrong. I'm actually not trying to write anything down right now. But yeah, I agree with you. The fact that
1 week
a football loss is definitely like 10 losses.
10.
Yeah,
it's like whoa. That's why everybody freak out.
You don't have that many weeks. You don't have that many
16.
weeks.
That's it. Yeah, right. You only got 16.
You do not have that many weeks.
But I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket. Like I still like it's gonna be hard. I still think Boston's gonna come out the East. I don't believe in Philadelphia. I don't. Until they start having jump shooters, I don't believe it.
Yeah. I think that I think the Clippers are actually looking pretty good with people off the bench just because they know who they're playing with.
Duh.
It's just
I told you this.
It's like a privilege.
They was a 48
to,
win. They was a 48 win team without Paul George and Kawhi. Now you add them.
And Lou Williams coming off the bench.
Lou Williams is already there.
Yeah.
They won 48 games without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. How many games you think they could win to that 48 games?
Yeah. There's a lot of pieces. But,
No. They won 48 without those two. How many more victories do them two
There's
add?
a lot. Like I said, yeah, there's a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
There's a lot. I said that.
So no.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They was already a good team. But you just like, there's a lot. But they was already,
there's a lot of wins to be made.
But there could be a lot more losses. But I think they're going to be... I
think they'll be all right. You got Kawhi on the court or Paul George on the court. You still have
That's
a good...
nasty, yeah.
You still... Either one of them.
It's
not
nasty.
Either one of them.
And you
have a good chance of winning games.
Remember when we first talked
both
about
of
NBA,
them.
And I was like...
I'm not even worried about the ball. I really want to see the defense.
I was like, it's going to be a murder show watching the Lakers. Because ain't nothing... Look, until I get proved wrong, ain't nothing worse than watching an aging superstar, especially with LeBron, because they never.
Are you a LeBron hater?
No, I'm not. I'm on Father Time side. Okay. There's no.
You gonna be Father Time for Halloween?
I don't know. I should be.
All right.
But he's never been wrong, has he?
October 25th, 2019.
Has
2 months is Christmas.
Has Father Time ever been wrong?
I don't believe.
Yeah. When it's your time to slow down, he gonna be like. It's your time. It don't matter how hard he knocking and how bad you don't want to answer that door.
Yeah.
You gonna answer that door. Now you could be like, I'm not gonna overreact, right? But ain't no way. People would always be like, he's 35 years old. He's about to be 36, right? His body's young.
Talking about LeBron.
But he never went to college.
Nope.
Right? So all his knees and ankles know is NBA minutes. That's all he knows. That's all he knows. He's played 17 years in the NBA. It don't matter when you got there.
It's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years. That's a lot of wear and tear on a body.
17 years.
It don't matter when did you get into the league. It's now you've been somewhere 17 years.
You've been doing it 17. Not that you've been somewhere. That you've actually been doing it.
It ain't like he's been writing, doing this.
Yeah. No, he's actually in there. He's in
physically.
there. He's in there.
Physically.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 8 straight finals. That takes a toll. It took a toll last year. LeBron's never been injured in his life. Now he has hamstrings. Now he has ankles. That starts to add up now when you get older. When you were younger, you could fight through those injuries.
Yeah.
So until he proves me wrong, like Tom Brady proved me wrong when he beat fucking Atlanta in the Super Bowl, not last year, or even going to 3 straight Super Bowls when he beat Atlanta. I'm just saying, nobody thought.
No, it's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady.
Yeah, but you're like, people are like, yeah, he can't do it. He said,
oh no.
Like, let's say he wins it this year. You're like, well, how is he doing it?
It's Tom Brady.
Yeah, but it's different. I mean, Father Time's going to catch up to him too. And the NFL is different. It ain't like the NBA where you're like, you're on this mountaintop and you're like, you go like this, right? Right? In the NFL, it's like, whoo. There's no bridge.
There's a fall.
And especially for quarterback.
And it could be a quick fall.
Fast. You're like, Peyton Manning went like this. Ooh, ooh. Peyton Manning like a roller coaster ride. Ooh, ooh. Like that. That's how far. Like Tom Brady could be like this, but most of the time, it's like this. You're done. You're done. You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be
he's still playing.
And that's a good thing. I still think they can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's no team.
Tom Brady. Why would you doubt Tom Brady?
There's no team to me that could beat the Patriots except for the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs, you're going at on athleticism because I'm looking at it this way, and I agree with you to an extent. Kansas City has athleticism, a lot of ability to make plays, but on the New England side for the Patriots is more actual chess features and plays
Nah.
with Tom Brady?
I think
Belichick.
this year.
Belichick can't get Tom Brady through into the Super Bowl.
Oh, if they make it to the Super Bowl, yeah. Their biggest hurdle is going to be the Chiefs.
Right. So,
Because
you don't think they can make it
except the
back?
Saints. They could lose to the Saints. Because
Who else is making it out of the NFC East? That you're looking way early. We are not even.
The Patriots could beat the Packers because Bill Belichick will fucking do a game plan that will neutralize Aaron Rodgers. You give Bill Belichick to Aaron Rodgers, all he can do is wing it. They have no running game. They have a minimal running game that nobody fears. Right? It's basically like facing the Rams of last year. Bill Belichick will figure out a way to scheme that out. But with the Saints, it's difficult. Because especially with Drew Brees healthy. Because they have a running game, a good running game, and they can throw the ball.
In the dome.
And the game's going to be played in Miami. If they play in the Super Bowl, right? So, no, it is going to be in play.
No, but what are the games coming out of the NFC? It's going to be New Orleans versus...
I think the NFC Championship game is going to be New Orleans versus Green Bay. Green Bay's playing good right now. And New Orleans, they fucking haven't lost without fucking Drew Brees, and he's coming back. So he's just going to add fucking sweet shit to what it's already sweet. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. You good, Brett?
I'm twisted, dog.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting. Let's end it. It's done.
Yeah.
So once again, this is that show. It is Open Shots. Hit us up at openshotsdmv@gmail.com. I am your host, Alex, along here with
Rick.
Everything good?
Yeah, with him shot. Yeah, I see his shot.
Golden as it always should be. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Don't miss us too much.
Shot, dog. He keep saying he's a single shot, dog. These are double shots.
In 2 weeks, we will see y'all. Once again, I'm your host, Alex, along here with Rick, and this is that Open Shot Show.